Welcome to Owen Allen Media. Vybz Kartel just released his new song Boom and it sounds really good. So just like Shake It to the Max, if Kartel create a dance challenge or a TikTok challenge for this song, I believe this song has the potential to go international. So check it out.
When me want you do boom, 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 bend down and boom, 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 cock it up and boom, 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 what a girl body, good, good, good.
Alright, so dancehall artist Squash, who is currently being held at the Federal Detention Center in Miami, has his local charges against him dropped. Now, federal prosecutors have taken over Squash case, which means more severe federal charges. Squash now faces 2 counts being an alien in possession of a firearm or ammunition and unlawful possession of a machine gun. It no look good for the artist. Now, these federal indictments stem from his February 24 arrest a couple months ago, where firearms including a modified Glock pistol were discovered in the vehicle he occupied during a traffic stop. Squash has entered a plea of not guilty and requested a jury trial. So given the the gravity of these federal offenses and the current immigration status, it is highly unlikely that the 6 boss will just walk away from this. Federal charges, firearm, particularly those involved with modified weapons classified as machine guns, carry substantial, heavy weight in the U.S. So even if Squash were to avoid federal conviction, his lack of legal status in the U.S. Still pose a serious threat where Squash could be deported, and we know how it go, where Squash being deported to Jamaica is nothing good for the artist. Now, Squash should, if Squash were to be convicted, the potential prison time is significant. Both charges can carry sentences up to 10 years each, and some federal firearm offenses, particularly those involved with machine guns, can have mandatory, minimums of even where it can go to all 40 years for possession of a machine gun. So really and truly is a long time, that is me. And the final sentence would potentially see the term served consecutively, which would determine by federal court and taking into account the history and specifics of the case within federal sentencing guidelines. So it not really look good for the artist, because it can go south. It can just really get bad for the artist. You see me? Alright, so on to Vybz Kartel. So what started as one of the most anticipated shows in the Caribbean quickly spiraled into a full-blown, scandal, leaving a promoter fearing for his life. So, and government entities in Trinidad and Tobago under, attack or, getting bashed from the public. So before this now cancelled Vybz Kartel performance in Trinidad, tensions were already running high. The Trinidad government, led by Defense Minister Wayne Sturge, made it clear that Vybz Kartel wasn't exactly being welcomed into the country with open arms. Specific parts of Cartel itinerary were blocked, triggering a domino effect. Then Black Cartel, boom, 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 boom. Now everything just turned south. So fast forward to showtime, when Cartel pull out of the show, citing contractual breaches from the promoter and stuff like that. Everything, pandemonium. So the promoter, Oden Anderson, head of Jacko Entertainment, is now facing, fallout with his investors. In an interview with Guardian, he revealed that he's now fearing for his life. The man, he borrowed heavy money from investors to fund the event, and with Vybz Kartel and other headliners like Malidan, Russian, Sizzla, and all of those people backing out, he's now under where he's in debt, basically, and the stakeholders are upset. So Cartel said, he got robbed, the fans got robbed, and adding to everything, just turning into a whole chaos. You see me? But here's where it gets even more messier. The Trinidad public, at least a loud segment of Trinidad, suddenly flip. The same people who were trash talking the concert and when the government came in are now crying on social media and begging for sympathy, claiming they spent their last dollar to get tickets to Vybz Kartel concert. But it's almost like a pity parade. It just forget viral attention or viral moment, and this is where the narrative shift from concert disaster to Caribbean irony. When you disrespect a giant like Vybz Kartel, be prepared that the weight comes with every people are gonna crash out. You see me? So to make things worse, one Caribbean Music Festival, the same platform, so we are talking about, unintentionally exposed Vybz Kartel dealings when they revealed they had paid Vybz Kartel 950,000 upfront, and part of a 1.3 million deal, and that disclosure triggered a full-blown investigation by local authorities who are now questioning how the regional promoter got access to that kind of money. What was meant to embarrass Cartel as no ricochet on the festival organizers. Sizzla even said that he backed out of the concert because he needed the same amount of money that they give Vybz Kartel. You can't believe that. Now, the lesson here is that you don't play with power. You don't play power games with dancehall most influential, dancehall, the king of dancehall, and expect to come out unscathed. Right? It doesn't work like that. So according to Anderson, his main, issue with the cancellation itself was how Vybz Kartel made the decision. He believed that the artist could have alerted them, or especially if the government restriction made Vybz Kartel feel unsafe or feel disrespected, Kartel could have let him know. But everything was, or clarify whatever the situation is. But, But the Trinidad promoter just feel like, say, things could have gone better, and he wanted things to go, better and everything. And Cartel's stance was simple. He wasn't about to risk legal or personal problems because of someone else's poor planning. You see me? And the same person who caused all of this in the first place with the Trinidad government. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse for the promoter, he claimed he even arranged a private jet to fly Cartel in, trying to, make the situation get better at last minute. And that too was rejected by TJ, and Cartel no want to patch things up with him right now because me would have feel just the same. You put me in a big problem with me and people them, So for them attorney, Cartel attorney I try. Everything is in the courtroom right now. So the promoter is demanding a detailed explanation of the alleged contractual breaches, But fans and everybody just I have them 2 cents, just like me right now. And every major artist pull out of the concert and everything like that. And them try them best, but Trinidad artists pull out, dancehall artists pull out, and the saga just proved that underestimating the power and the influence of especially Cartel comes with consequences. And Trinidad had the chance to embrace Cartel with open arms. Instead, they tried to police it, politicize it. Now they are publicly unraveling in the aftermath of a concert that never, that would have bring great things. But when I try to bring down a giant like Cartel, just know say, you can't just operate like that. You have to do the right thing, and the right thing means treating an artist or treating Cartel with the utmost respect, that he truly deserves. You can't just expect say, oh, him is a prisoner, him is a ray of technicality and this and that, as with the minister say. All of these other things, I know them just realize say bunch of other chaos that take place while Vybz Kartel busy and already gone to Atlanta, for go perform for people them tomorrow. Today or tomorrow the concert. You see me? So only let me know the thoughts in the comment section based on the squash situation and also based on the Vybz Kartel situation, what you guys think. So that is the video for today. Owen Allen Media, we keep you informed.